Welcome back to the next episode of What If Civilization Started in Europe as well. Yeah, and basically we saw the fall of the Roman country or Italian country now it is right around here. And basically there has been a massive aftermath and a massive power vacuum, which now made Egypt the most powerful country in the world as well. Egypt was also able to push back, defeat all of Rome's allies as well here, but this episode will actually now focus on Asia. Asia is highly unexplored. There isn't really anything really discovered over here. However, more exploration begins. This island is discovered, more of the inland is discovered of Asia as well here, and many city-states are established along the coasts as well. These will not be listed on the map, as well as they're not really civilizations yet. Also, these islands are explored, and this area coastline is discovered for the first time after the Amazonian ship discovered here, and also discovered the Philippines as well. Yeah. Also, they discovered Japan exists as well. Yeah, but they only know the coast so far. Meanwhile, in exploration from this Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, this Caspian country right here, they start to explore a route here. However, they kind of give up, but however, they do know there is a waterlands over here, and yeah. Here, India continues to explore. Um, India continues to explore the Indian subcontinent as well here, and they actually start to explore and go further north. However, they can only go so far north at this current moment here, but they do discover a lot of the subcontinent as well here. However, a rival Indian state is created, which is the Orange Indian country as well, is created. This creates tensions in India as well. The Orange Indian is a new government set up by the king's zealous other son. So yeah, the king of India had two sons that could have gained the hell, but this other son decided to go and form his own country as well here. Yeah. Yeah. Both of the Indians start to create their own provinces. Currently, as of now, they are pretty big, but India does create their own little provinces as well. However, amongst the capital regions and areas as well here, the Indian countries create basically their own little provinces as well. Of course, it's not perfect, but India creates their own little provinces here. Also, more provinces are created in Egypt and Persia as well here, as the land here is more kind of established here. Yeah. And provinces are created in Central Asia as well. However, they are pretty basic provinces as of now. Also, there is a new province update in Poland, where Poland creates a whole bunch of provinces right around here. Here. Same thing with Greco-Ukraine. They create a whole bunch of provinces right here. And this Belarus country creates a few provinces of its own. Alongside, the Estonian country creates a whole slew of provinces as well, creating its own provinces here as well. So that is the new province. Actually, this country also creates two new provinces. But those are also a lot of the newer provinces in the world as well. Also, Egypt creates a bunch of larger provinces and actually starts to provincize this area down here was actually used to be a separate country, but now they're part of Egypt. This Arabian country also creates three massive provinces as well here. But now let's get back to the actual map itself. Here. These two countries already immediately do not like each other. Both of the Indias claim they are the true ruler of the subcontinent as well. Thus, as well. However, both Indias However, the rival Indian country creates the Urdu region as well to try to fight against India as well. They create the Urdu region starting in the capital as well here, and over a decade or two, this religion that spreads across here to kind of create a rival religion. And even this rival religion now is in several border towns as well here. Here. This causes both of the Indias to go to war. Here. Here. So the brown India country, which is this India country, they start to invade the orange India country. Here. They start to invade the old India country. The old India country does not really like this as well. Okay, they were just created 20 years ago, and now they're being invaded by a more established country as well. Yeah, the old India country doesn't really have any diplomatic relations either as well. However, the old India country has something on their side, and that is the will to fight. The brown Indian country underestimated the other India's ability to fight, in any long-term wars as well. This causes the brown Indian country to really underestimate the armies of this India country, and they start to actually push back the brown Indian country a lot here, all the way down to the border as well. Here. However, a third party is looking to invade India as well. That is this Persian country right here. They lost a devastating war to the Egyptians, so they start to invade the Indian country as well. Here. Yeah, things are not really looking too good for the Indian country, this brown Indian country right here as well here. They do stop here, as it is, they do create a pretty good defense against this country here. However, it is revealed that these two countries are not working together as well. The old Indian country managed to push the troops back out of the borders as well here. And start to invade the brown Indian country as well. The thing is, the brown Indian country doesn't really have that much land. It can, in the east, which can easily be cut off, what they almost do as well. However, the diplomats, both sides, around 43% actually support this war, and only 10% on this side actually support the war. So the war comes to an end as well. Yeah. What is decided in the war is that the brown India country does fully recognize this country as a legitimate country as well. Also, a huge chunk all the way up to this province, this entire chunk of land goes to all the way up the hill goes to the Persian country as well. Again, this is very unorganized land and will likely rebel in the future. This also creates a new province up here, with the northernmost province of India at this current moment as well. However, the orange India country is now an official country as well. However, the Greek country, they really want the Greek peninsula back. So, who would have been too shocked here? They start to invade. They start to invade this country down here. This country down here is very, very weak, so they are invaded relatively quickly and are defeated relatively quickly. The Greeks are finally annexed into this country right here. Here. Here, and yeah, also gonna finish the provinces over here. Yeah, but yep, this country now fully controls the Greek Isles, and yeah, this entire area is now controlled by this Greek country as well here. Egypt, of course, is not too happy about this, obviously, as well here. But hey, they can't do anything about it, really, so yeah. However, this Russian country starts to extend its borders as well. They choose this as the borders, which kind of angers all the neighboring countries as well. And the Russian country kind of expands southern and also partially northern as well here. Yeah, giving it a lot of more land than it really does need as well here. Also, that means these provinces will finally be complete as well, because this country is pretty small compared to the Russian country. And this little province will be completed right here. And there will be several very small, weird, snaky provinces over here, really kind of blocking this off. But there is a proposal to really unite these three provinces into one as well here. The Georgian country also creates a bunch of more provinces as well here, and they kind of just exist now. Yeah, but yeah, that's the Russian expansion as well. However, one country is really suffering from overreach, and that is the Norwegian country. They control all of Germany. However, a lot of this is very different culturally than the rest of the country. Religiously, they practice the Roman religion as well here. However, a new religion pops up, which is the Red religion. Yeah, the Red religion pops up, which catches a lot of people by surprise, and this caused after a religious leader was assassinated by someone here. Yeah, and basically this red religion starts to take off all across Germany as well. Yeah. This red religion, which is a new religion, starts to really take off as well here. And they start to basically outnumber the Roman religion in many areas as well here. The red religion mostly is found in Germany. However, they do expand their ways into various provinces of Poland as well. Yeah. But they are pushed back in a couple years by the Roman religion, and they're kind of just stuck up here for this current moment. However, the red religion also kind of also spread its way towards the Netherlands as well here. They become the main religion in the Netherlands and Germany, and they also spread to England as well. And the Roman religion is kind of just very weak here, and they kind of just extend their way all the way over here, leaving the Roman religion, which is now the English sect of the Roman religion, over here. here and completely isolated as well. And this religion is kind of just dying at this moment as well here. And yeah, we basically created England, Cornwall, and Scotland as well. And this might be a basis for an independence movement in the future. Meanwhile, the Red religion continues to expand its way into Europe as well here, and also over here. Yeah. And what are the implications of this? Well, this causes the Germans to seek independence as well. The Red Religion Germans, which is not the same Germans that used to exist in the series as well, they gained their independence. So this green German country, this I think it's purplish German country, they've all these districts vote for their independence. Now, all declare independence as well. The Norwegian does send their army to kind of stop them, but they're basically fighting basically the entire population of this area. Okay? Yeah. So all these southern German provinces declare their independence as well here as this religion pops up, and they create their own capital city right here as well. So the first red religion country that exists at this current moment, and it's this German country right here. However, what about religion of Russia? Well, Russia creates its own religion. Yes. However, a new religion is formed. This is the same exact color. We're gonna have to use a different color for this religion, a pink religion. So this is the pink Russian religion. This religion was founded by, of course, the Russians as well. Here, they actually extend this religion all the way over here. Of course, it's found in the capital city, and there you go. We have the pink Russian religion as well here. It also extends its way into various bordering countries, at least a little bit as well here. Meanwhile, this religion kind of extends their way here. This is the sect of the Caucasian religion, which extends their way all the way. Yeah, and yeah, they are kind of just as well. Also, we forgot to fill the other Indian religion up with this religion here, and yeah, the religion map is getting pretty diverse. The Roman religion is kind of dying. They're kind of a weaker religion as well here. This so very shows when the Viking religion kind of moves its way down furthermore, as well as the Roman religion is kind of kept up by as well. And also the sect of the Roman religion finally extends its way out of Iberia as well here, starting to slowly extend its way into the Roman religion. And very, very soon, the Roman religion may not be the majority religion anymore in the world as well. Yeah, the Roman religion may not be the majority religion anymore, as the world has gotten more religiously diverse as well. At the very beginning, the Roman religion was the main religion as well here. Yeah. However, the red religion starts to move down to the new religion that's very, very popular. And you can definitely see The red religion has been spreading, and Poland may be excluded because Poland, when the main core territory is green religion. This part is red religion, and these areas are blue religion as well. This might bode very, very badly for Poland in the future, as they might actually collapse if this religion becomes bad. As well, because this religion makes up on 47% of the population. This entire area, this religion makes up 30% of the population, and the blue religion makes up the rest of the population as well. So there isn't really a religious majority in Poland. Kind of like in this country, it's around 70% red religion, 20% Roman religion, and 10% this religion up here as well. Okay, yeah, the red religion has kind of thrown a wrench in the plans of many countries as well. Yeah, also the expansion of Russia as well, and the Russian religion as well here. And we'll wait to see if any religions die, because no religion has kind of died so far. All the religions that are currently existent Okay, we're gonna have to fix this province thing here. There we go, we fixed it. Yeah, we have the pink religion, we have the green religion, we have the Greek religion, which kind of been restored almost. We have the Persian religion, we have the Egyptian religion, and we have the Roman religion, which Roman religion used to extend up to here. Up to here. It used to extend all the way up to here. And at the peak, it went up to here. We'll wait to see if the Roman religion really survives as well here. But yeah, also we have to fix this again? Really? Here, also let's update the trade route as well. So the trade route goes all the way down. Okay, let's actually show the borders here. I think tomorrow we're gonna use a darker orange when going through India. However, most countries do recognize the orange Indian country as well here. And there is a trade route finally going through North Africa as well here. And it connects with the Iberian one as well here. And yeah, that's the current trade route map. Also, there's a trade route going through up here. There's no real way to trade for these countries here on foot. So the trade routes do not really extend that further out as well. So that is it about this video here, and goodbye.